Anyway, the only truth that we still haven't discovered yet is about the Iblis Stone, so I would say these other two options are kind of pointless for the time being, so I would say go back and try the Iblis Stone again.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis Stone. It sounded ominous. It sounded powerful. If the Emperor was searching for it, it must be dangerous. And so, Bernardo went ostrich hunting.
I get the feeling they should have put that in quotation marks. He went ostrich hunting.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis Stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals?
What's this?
Hey, a workbench! He could try out his new bling.
Maybe I should put attack speed back in. Although the extra energy is nice, but I don't really need the attack speed if I'm using this one particular sword, which I've taken quite a liking to. Hang on, I'm pretty sure there was another chest over here, wasn't there? Oh, who cares? We'll find more ore later on anyway.
Bernardo distrusted doors that opened automatically, especially after being buried for millennia. Was this some sort of trap?
Or maybe something was inviting you in.
Interrupted story time!
Record the leader.
Now I'll never find out how it ended!
Great. I was one hit away from getting that
Ravens
perfect.
were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late.
Bernardo, what are you doing?
It was good to practice your moves, thought Bernardo. Keeps you limber.
Why am I running like a... Why am I acting like I'm running through mud?
Damn it!
Did...
The ravens were already here, cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in. Good. Then he hadn't come too late.
Good. No bug this time.
Once, he'd found a Superman issue #1 in mint condition in a jar he'd broken. He planned to keep breaking things until he had the whole series.
No, you don't. Ow! That was a mistake. Oh well, at least I'm not running around like a snail at the moment.
With materials like this, he could probably make a really nice pair of barbecue tongs. Or even a sword.
Yeah, we've actually got to make the sword first.
What else could you hook?
A fish, maybe? That's it, stand in it, stand in it! One dead raven.
Imagine getting a horse up in one of these things. It would be cursing a blue streak.
Speed up! Oh, he's dead. Give me the gems back.
You could sense the jewel's power. He had a feeling they were going to be great friends.
And now let's go back and get all the other gems we missed out on because we were moving like a slug.
How we do it, said Renato to himself.
And the level 3 attack speed. You just got a weird cat? I don't know what you're talking about. Chat confuses me sometimes. Oh, almost enough to level up.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously, the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
And we go sailing down again.
This wasn't actually such a hard puzzle, come to think of it.
Really a puzzle, to be perfectly honest. In fact, you don't even really need to block off all the passages. You can just jump across. Okay, here we go again. Hello, Iblis Stone.
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that? It was the stone. Eager, thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, And Renato wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Sky Ripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. "Not the core," said the stone anxiously.
So, I'm personally leaning more to going getting the Sky Ripper's core this time, but that's up for you guys to decide. What do you want to do? Should we try and go and... should we actually kill Zenobia this time? Or maybe we should go and get the core of the Sky Ripper? Well, Mango's saying go and get the core. Dusk Sealed has just spelt supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. For some reason. Zombie has said the core. Howie has said the core. Now Zombie's saying kill her. Sorry, Zombie, you already made your vote. We're going for the core.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy. The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power. He would go there.
And nobody likes a clingy stone. It's like a limpet. It sort of just sits there and demands things from you.
The moment he landed the Farfarer, Renato had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned. Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
Am I missing anything? No, good, let's carry on. Before we go down there, let's see what's over here. Ooh, another chest, more ore. We could probably upgrade all the stones in this run. Swords,
Renato
I mean.
felt a little bad stealing crafting materials from chests. He preferred to rob them from people at sword point.
Of course you would. Can I go this way first? Although that kind of looks like a point of no return, so I'm gonna go this way. Oh, it's just new gems. The attack speed one's now at max level. Okay. Couldn't remember which one that was.
The mysterious sword from the east made you so fast you could catch a fly with your chopsticks. If that's what you really wanted.
Well, I leveled up out of that, that's good. I wonder what I'll find in here. Elemental resistance. I'm not sure if I've leveled up all the gems here. Ow! Hey! Ow! buffing all the ravens. Magic mushrooms? What are you on about? Oh, you're talking about the spellcaster ravens.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Just as well as I didn't zip over at that point, because I was thinking about it.
These things could really use a hand.
Because they're only eyes, they don't have
The
appendages.
stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The core will kill you." "Are you afraid of it?" "No, don't be ridiculous," it chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you if so much as carry it, and if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Reynardo did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards.
Of course, we do know that the core does do that, so... And that is how you do it. Oh, and yeah, I've upgraded all the gems. Oh, you've got to go now, Mangle. Okay, see you later. Shame you couldn't stick around.
The thing about puzzles was, once you solved one, you knew how to solve it again. Puzzles had no, what was the word? Replayability? Renato wondered if you could design a puzzle that would be different every time you played with it. Wouldn't that be fun?
Pretty sure there's already something like that. Now what it is, I couldn't honestly say, but... Woohoo, that was close. Okay, what to upgrade? Kick and throw distances are increased. Slow down time after a successful attack until your next action. Tactical mode of combat like a true master.
That could come in handy in a pinch.
Sounds like fun. Yeah, time does slow down. That was cheap, they were both attacking me. That was pointless, there was no need to slow down time there.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical. No! It's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time. He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out.
That's his
When Renato
left.
came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis Stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent. "I can't hear you," he sang out, and Yoo-hoo! It didn't answer. Ha! He said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
So, guys, what do you want to do? Go and take some advice from the Iblis-infused core thing that we now have? Or maybe we should just immediately go and start slaughtering things? What do you say? Which one? Go and get some advice, or just go and start randomly killing things? Well, Zombie's now saying go and kill stuff. Spirit's saying go and talk to the scientists. Dusk's saying slaughterhouse. So we've got 2 in favour of slaughtering stuff. Anybody else? It's currently 2-1 on number 2. Number 2. Duty. Well, no other answers. Looks like we're going and killing things.
As the Farfarer sailed towards the Nexus,
Too slow, Yarby.
Bernardo wondered if the core had been created to silence the stone, or even to feed its hunger. Honestly, he didn't care. He felt terrific, and he appreciated the quiet inside his head. The Nexus was infested with ravens,
glowing blue.
but that didn't bother Renato. With each death, the converted Iblis Stone in his gauntlets glowed brighter, and he felt stronger. Wow. He was getting a bit bloodthirsty, wasn't he? Well, he wasn't worried. He was a warrior. They're supposed to be bloodthirsty.
You're right, Renato.
There was an inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons, with an address.
I don't get that reference. I don't think I've ever been through this door. Seem that familiar. Whoa! I felt like a badass doing that. Although there was no point in opening up that chest because I pretty much got everything now.
It was definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
Well, of course.
The core, absorbed in the stone, was doing its job perfectly. Renato could feel a little eldritch jolt every time he downed a raven, but then it flowed into the glowing stone the way water flows down a riverbed. It all felt perfectly natural, as if all his life, this was what he had been meant to do.
Think about Twitch chat lag. I probably
You
should.
couldn't go sticking jewels in your gauntlet just anywhere. What if you dropped one and broke it? Luckily, there was a bench right here.
Okay, time to upgrade the sword. The last one. We now have them all upgraded. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. Yep, fully upgraded gems. Fully upgraded swords. We're in business, baby. Actually, I don't seem to be having much of a problem with physical stuff, so let's go with attack speed. Right, let's go back to my favourite sword. Wow, that was easy.
Renato tore through the last remaining guards at the outpost like hot coffee through snow. There was a far speaker toad here. He called the council speaker. He knew she would be thrilled. And she was. She wanted him to come back to base. They had
Stupid
plans
boss.
to discuss and a medal to give him. A large, golden medal. Great, said Renato. Let's talk about who else I can kill. Then the far speaker croaked again.
Hello, Renato.
He said,
If you get sick of slaughtering second-rate birds in the Nexus, I'm waiting for you in the mountains.
Zenobia. She missed him. She loved him.
Once she saw how awesome he'd become,
Maybe she'd join him.
they'd kiss and well, if she did refuse for some reason,
He was no match for him now.
Right. Shall we go and see Zenobia? Or shall we go and get our nice shiny medal? Personally, I'm leaning towards going and getting the nice shiny medal because I feel like we need some gratification for a change. So which one, guys? Zombie is still saying one. Get the girl says dusk. Anybody else? And Spirit says one. So it looks like we're going after Zenobia then.
Zenobia was taunting him. No doubt she hoped to lure him into a trap, but it didn't matter, did it? He could fight his way out of any trap. He was invincible. This was gonna be fun.
Let's go kill us some ravens then. Oh, and then Spirit changes his mind.
So where was this ambush? Renato couldn't wait. At Sword Fu school, she'd always studied a little harder, practiced a little longer, complained really a lot less. And then she'd become a sorceress. He'd always known he'd have to take her by surprise or not at all. But this would be a surprise indeed.
Ow!
Next time, bring more birds.
I don't see much point in collecting ore anymore. I mean, I've upgraded all the swords. Which is a bit of a shame. I was kind of hoping there'd be a few more. Ow! And then he blows up.
I'd have hoped his mother wasn't watching.
I wish there was a way of getting more energy. Even if I am absorbing most of it from this gem that I've got equipped.
Renato wondered what would happen if he jumped. Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
I doubt it.
The mountain paths were infested with ravens. That was swell. Every time he cut one down, the stone glowed a little brighter.
In fact, everything glowed a little brighter. Look how white the snow was, and how very blue the raven blood was.
Seriously, where was she? He wanted to try his new strength against hers.
Renato felt surprisingly unwounded.
That's because I'm awesome! Right, let's hope this gives me something important or useful. That's some energy. Too easy. I really want to know who composed this music, because this is really, really nice. Oh, that's right, I don't really need to go through the alternate doors anymore.
Renato felt antsy. He'd found a source of great power. But instead of joining with the rebels, he was on a fool's errand the Emperor's daughter had sent him on. The rebels were preparing a last-ditch attack against the Imperial fleet, counting on Renato to show up in time. Would he be too late?
Nah, heroes are never late. They're always right on time. Oh, I have full energy. Oh, never mind. Can't level up just yet. There she is. Aye, Zobby!
At the end of the path was Zenobia. I thought you were going to ambush me, he said, a little put out. I owe you better than that. I know how you feel about me, love. You want to join up with me, don't you? You got to admit, we'd make a great team. Of all the arrogant, ham-handed, half-assed, half-witted... Oh, come on. What else you here for? That, she said, as a dropship poured a bucket of green liquid on his head. Drowsy gas. You can't stop me with drowsy gas, Zenobia. My power's too strong. Zenobia? Where was she? When he awoke, he was staring up at the sky. Zenobia looked down at him, brooding. I probably ought to kill you, but that'd be a bit tawdry, wouldn't it? She was tossing the glowing stone from paw to paw. This is pretty.
My toy!
Zenobia!
He shouted, and then he fell back into sleep. On the Farfarer, Renato drank his favorite headache remedy. But it did no good. Zenobia had beaten him again. Oh, he really should have listened to the Iblis Stone in the first place instead of messing around with the core. He had a bad feeling about the upcoming fight. But what kind of hero misses the final battle?
A foolish one. So we better get our motor boots on. And get there sharpish. So otherwise we're gonna look like a real muppet.
Renato was bruised and tired. He wasn't looking forward to killing ravens. Didn't even seem scary. It felt like a chore, like sweeping the practice room at Sword Fu School, which he'd done his best to leave for Zenobia whenever he could. What would she do with the glowing Iblis Stone? That should terrify him, shouldn't it? But he just felt dull and stupid as he carved his way towards probable doom.
Now I'm all weak again.
Renato wondered if he could learn to cook this way. Probably not.
No, I doubt it. So activate. Nah. Dash through enemies. Dash through shields. Stunning dash. Nah, I want some more energy. I want to dash 4 times in a row. Oh, you gotta go now, Dusk. Okay, see you later. Thanks for joining us. Stupid thing. Move. Give me some energy. Thank you.
These platforms were great. Renato wanted one for his house.
Ow! Well, that was fun. Though I did lose quite a lot of health from that. Thing is, I can't tell which ones are the Imperial ships and which ones are the Rebel ships. If you're even supposed to be able to tell the difference.
It was all so unfair. He'd wanted to protect himself, protect the world from the Iblis Stone's hunger for blood and souls. And all he'd done is get mugged. Next time he owned a supernatural artifact that wanted tribute, he'd serve it champagne and caviar.
So what else would a bloodthirsty stone want but stuff like that? Come on, hook on. Damn it! I missed! Got it. Maybe I should heal myself. Yes, that's probably a better idea. Ow!
Do we have to stop?
I was enjoying that. Nope, we're going back up here again. Haha! Power to me! Ah, who needs the stone? I'm quite capable myself.
Zenobia was cleaning blood off her sword and weeping. It's so hungry. I can't stop killing, she said. But I fed it the core of the Sky Ripper, and now he's hungry again. She wept. It was true. The Iblis Stone was black again.
Oh dear.
A void that seemed to suck all the light out of the sky. Take it from me, Renato. While you still can. Okay. I'll take it, he said. Yes, he thought. This is what it means to be a hero. To save the soul of even his old enemy when it looked like all was lost. He stepped forward to accept the sword from her outstretched hand. She flipped the sword, and the blade went into his gut. As the Iblis Stone sucked his soul into its infinite darkness, he could vaguely hear a voice, something like Zenobia's chuckle. Sucker. He should go back to some of the choices he'd faced before. Maybe there were new paths that had opened up. Like those doors he was opening up all over the map that took him to new treasures and around his enemies. But he'd learn another true thing. The Iblis Stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
Right. Well, not that that really needed explaining, but we now have all the truths. We can now attempt to carve our true destiny. But the big question is, what paths do we take? And who do we trust? What do we do? Let's try this again, shall we?
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell.